Hello everyone, I'm Sdlc. So currently I'm working as intern at Healthcare Technology as a Java developer. So it's been a couple of weeks as an intern, and during this period I have learned so many tech stacks with hands-on experience. So here I am to, to share my experience, learning experience, as well as my knowledge. So be with me. So at the beginning of the internship, I have learned about how to develop a product and what are the key features, key things that are needed to develop a product or features. So you might heard about SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. So what is software development lifecycle? It's the process of software development. Uh, So how the software is built, from which tech stack is needed to be built, which frameworks need to be built, all the process are included in the Sdlc. And there is a methodology, methods of Sdlc, like waterfall model, agile model. But in this series, we learn agile model. Why agile? Because agile is the best method as of now model of Sdlc. Because it will satisfy all the end user, client, developer, and many more. So at earlier days, the when the client pro- gives the projects to be developed, when client needs the product to be developed, the tech team or the industry need a timeline to be developed. It will, might take 1 year, 2 years, something like that. But nowadays, market has changed so vastly. So if one product take 1 year, by then the customer will not be, maybe will not use it. Maybe by then the market will be changed. So what we need to do, the agile come as a solution for that. Okay, we don't need, let's say we have to build 100 functionalities for a product to be developed. Then agile say no. You don't need to develop all the functionalities. We just develop key functionalities which is needed to be run the paper product so that end users can use it. Okay, so we can develop within 2 to 3 weeks, right? Let's say 5 to 10 features, 5 to 10 features in 2 to 2 weeks. Yes, sir. Similarly, here is also 5 to 10 features in 2 weeks. Here is also 5 features in 2 weeks. So, so that the product is not fully built, but it is built so that the end user can able to use it and make their life better. So first 5 to 10 features will be built or coded, tested, and then go to the production level. Similarly, in the second sprint, that's in the second 2 weeks, the product is coded, tested, as well as go to the production. For that, for this thing, Agile has become the best of now, best of the model of SDLs. So there are many frameworks of Agile, such as Scrum, Kanban, Scrum One, etc. Right. So, but in this series, we will focus on Agile Scrum framework. Okay. So what is Agile Scrum framework? First of all, say what is Scrum? You heard about Scrum? It's the small pieces like that. So we have to build a product of 100 features. Okay, let's divide into small pieces or small scrubs like that. The Scrum framework. Now see, there are many terms like product owner, product backlog, sprint planning meeting, sprint backlog, all of that. Sprint Scrum Master, the team as well as the IT team here. Okay, so first let's go one by one. So what is product owner? So basically, when a customer wants to build a product or projects, they hire a product owner or our IT industry also can hire a product owner and tell the client to discuss with the product owner. So what is product owner? Take inputs from customer or clients or teams or managers or XSS. Okay. So what is product owner doing here is that it takes input. It takes requirement, what are the functionalities fit from the client. The client who is wants to their software to be developed. So it takes the all the necessary information, all the requirements, all the functionalities, what type of application the client wants to build. So it takes all the necessary information and discuss with the tech teams or managers or XSS. Okay. So this product owner lists all the features as a story point, all the functionalities that need to be developed. This list all the functionalities as a story point or product backlog. We'll see what is story point of product backlog is. Okay, let's see one feature. Okay, let's see. So, as I have just mentioned that in the 2 weeks we have 5 to 10 functionalities to be developed, right? But one person is not working on all the functionalities. There is a tech team behind it, so they have to divide their works just like that. So product owner, which lists all the functionalities, all the issues, or what are the features need to be developed. Then there is a sprint planning meeting. What is sprint planning meeting? The tech team as well as the product owner and tech head, team manager as a plans a meeting. What meeting? That's called grooming meeting. So in this grooming meeting, the product owner discuss all the features, all the functionality to be developed with the tech team. So our tech team understand what are the functionalities to be developed, what are the features, and then the sprint planning meeting is there. With that, the product owner also wants to be a story point estimation or a timeline. Like that these functionalities or these features will be developed, but give a timeline that by when this functionality that these features will be developed. What will be the sprint length? In this amount of weeks, you have to deliver 10 5 to 10 features functionalities. Okay, so now comes that in the let's say in the first sprint we have to develop 5 to 10 functionalities, but one member is not going to do that. That the tech team behind this will do this 5 to 10 features, but they have to develop in divide these features that this person gonna work on these features, this developer gonna work on these functionalities like that. So there is a task breakout, right? In the initial days of the spring, there is a task breakout that And this task breakout is done by internal grooming meeting, which is held in between the team members as well as manager. So what is the task breakout? In the task breakout, they divide all the functionalities with the developers. They tell the QA members also to write the test cases, what test case should be need to be written, and which technology is gonna work on this, and what will be the database structure. It's all the things that we discuss in this meeting. That's called internal grooming meeting, and then mm, gives the story point estimation that in this timeline we will be deliver this amount of features or this amount of functionalities. Okay, so let's come to the in here the tax breakout is needed, right? So to divide what features on which person is developing what features functionalities, which developer is let's say server guy is gonna develop the backend server, like front end guy is gonna take care of the all the front end related stuffs. In which so for this there is a project management tool that's called Jira. Right, that's called Jira. So what Jira helps us? So Jira helps us in management the project. That this this developer is gonna work on this functionalities. This developer is gonna work on this function actually. So let's come to the hands-on practice. When you work on a Jira, you have to log in through this all the credential you have given. Then you will come to the backlog section. Initially, you have to come the backlog section. In this backlog section, the product owner, as I have just mentioned, here, the product owner list all the functionalities, all the features here, and all the issues. Okay, here itself. So let's say product owner gonna keep that. We have to develop a functionalities that let's say our client is an e-commerce client. Okay. Then we have to build a functionalities called add to cart button, add to cart functionalities. So let's say what needs to be done? Implement add to cart functionalities. Okay, then enter. You can also see that there is many more like task, bug. If there any bug issue, the product owner is gonna list it, or is there any task need to be completed, then the product owner will be listed. So this is the user story. It is called as user story. Okay. In that user story, product owner is gonna mention what is more description about the functionalities, what needs to be developed or what. Okay, let's open into a new tab. Okay. So product owner gonna mm, describe more about what is the functionalities for whom and what will be the benefit for the end user. So there is a syntax, or you can consider there is a standard for the right the user story. And what is the as a user, as a user, I want what and so that why. Okay. In this type, the product owner has to mention the functionalities. So as a let's say our functionality is what? Add to cart button, right? Add to cart functionalities. Okay. So as a user, as a end user, let's say, or customer, uh, I want add to cart. Then so that why? Mm, the customer needs to if a customer wants to buy a product, right? So they have to if they multiple products they want to buy, so they have to click on each product and at the end check out. So it's a problem, right? So why not the customer add all the products they want to buy to a cart, and at the end of the product selection they can check out and get the products. So that um, I need to buy separately list of products, else I add products to the cart and check out at last. Okay, so here is the user story. So here also there is very acceptance criteria needed to be mentioned here, like that. Let's say acceptance criteria. Okay, so here you mention in the bullet points. You can see that. So what is the action criteria? First of all, we have to show the add to cart button in each product, right? So show the add to cart button. Okay, then we we have to build a separate cart page where the after adding all the products, the customer can go to the cart and check out at last. Okay, so uh, separate page, separate web page of cart, right? Then the customer can be directly check out from the cart page. So check out directly from the cart. Okay. So all of this when discussed, then the product owner discuss with the detective, and then when the tech member or our IT team discuss the all the confusion, all the queries with the product owner, that this what will be the problem or more information about it. Then the product owner gives a DOR, or you can call such definition of definition of ready. After then, the tech team will gonna work on this part or these functionalities and then set. Yeah, I have also mentioned that the there is need to be the story point estimation, right? That how many time it gonna take to build this functionalities or build this product. So here, after tech teams discussing with the internal in the internal grooming meeting, they estimate with the story point estimation, like some five or some six like that. It's let's say five. Okay, and then in the product backlog section, you can see that here as well. So when the tech this for this functionalities to be developed, there is let's go to the separate page of this. For this functionality to be developed, there is a team working on, let's say, backend team for the developing all the backend logic, and the front-end team developing the all the front-end like React or Angular using that. So, and then there is also add a child issue. In that, what are subtasks needed to be done? Let's say server tax on here. Let's say database or the server can also do it. Let's say front end member was on the front end on that page. Then the QA team or testing related, or you can say you can also call us. You can also call it as QA execution, execution, right? Then like this. Okay. So each section, when the let's say I am a backend developer, so I need to work on the server part. So I will every day after the work, I will comment that I initialized, say initialize the project from the standard string.io, right? Then I imported to the ID. After that, you have to import it to the ID, no? Import it to the ID. Okay, like that. Set. After the every working hours, the developer needs to here and set the set, set the comment that I did this. Or you can here also can mention description of this that what technology is gonna use using Spring Boot Then which database structure using MySQL like that. Okay. Then you can just click and save like that also. Okay. Now let's go to the Chrome part. Here is the assigning also that this tax can be assigned to this person. Here this tax can be assigned to this. I'm using myself to assign it. Okay. So like that. And then after all this from needed add to the sprint section. So you need to product and the initial stage of the sprint. This scrum is gonna be moved to the this sprint section. As I am currently working on Scrum 1, so it is showing that Scrum will move to the Scrum 6 will be moved to the sprint backlog to the sprint command. So I'll say this confirm. So this added to this. Okay. Now we can add let's say this is about new tab. Okay. Now the it is added. Now let's go to the board section. Here you see it is divided into four parts. It's to do, in progress, QA, and done. To do means the product is not started yet, the building the project is not started yet, and in progress is the developer is started the building on the product system or project system. Then the QA section, all the testing will be happen, and at last the done product. Let's say for the Scrum 6 implement add to cart features, we have many subtaxes, right? We have, let's say, here, the server tax. Let's see. There is a server tax. There is a front end for the QA execution. When the server is, the backend developer is going to work on this, then we have to move it to the in progress. From the to do, yeah, move to the in progress, and then he's going to building the servers. And when it is done, its work, then he needs to go to the directly done part. Then tester will start its work by cloning all the codes from the repo. So how is gonna work now? Let's see. So first the server or backend developer gonna work on his code. Okay. So I'm a backend developer. So let's start the work. What starts the work? We have said that we're gonna use the Spring framework, right? So Spring Boot. Okay. So for this, we know that we have to go to the start.spring.io for this. Then we have build the work on the server part. In this start.spring.io, we select what is the build tool needed for this project. What is the language Java course? And what is the version of the Spring Boot? We are mentioning that 3.12. Okay. Like that. Then here is the group. What is group? It's basically the company or the project, the company which developed the project. Let's say the Amazon is let's say developing the product. So what is the domain name of the Amazon? Amazon.in or Amazon.com, right? In the group ID, we reverse that. That we say that form dot Amazon. Bas. Then here is the artifact type. What is artifact? Artifact means what is the end result. When is your product is built, what will be the name of that product? That's the artifact. Okay, let's say our artifact should be let's we are building the let's say ecom. Okay. You can also change the name. What is name here is the name of the folder or the repository which this start.spring.io gonna give us. Okay, so we also name that ecom, right? Then we also add description of this project that building server or that's the backend building backend for the ecom. Okay, and here is the package name as you can see, and the package name is also is in the name of name. It's also artifact. Here you see the package name changes with the artifact. Okay, and the packaging is jar. Nowadays jar is popularly used, so we will use that, and we will use the Java 17, which is the LTS version, long-term support version. Okay, and for this we will need many dependencies, and here we will add the web dependency or Spring Web dependency. Okay, now there you have to just click on generate, and it will generate a file. Right. Just I have said the project name. I have mentioned that ecom. Here you can see that the name. I have mentioned the ecom. So this generate the ecom file. If I mention something else, it will also give the something else. Like let's say add to cart or function. No, add to cart. So let's say generate. After extracting this zip file, you will see that add to cart. You can also here let's say extract it, or you can also go there. Here, ecom. It's the artifact idea. So, so the artifact you mentioned, the name is this fine. Okay, we have to gonna extract this. So I am extracting this on here itself. I'm taking that file to my workspace, Spring workspace. Here itself. Let's see. Here the file is fine. Now we have to import it to the IDE. So for that we open Spring Tools. So we're gonna work on this IDE, which is on the top of Eclipse. Okay. So let's say we have to import it, right? So for that we have to the existing Marvel, existing Marvel projects. And next, and we have to mention the root directory here. The file you have pasted, we have the ecom, right? So we have this and copy. Okay. Then we have to paste it here. It should have take, okay. And you have to add the form.xml as well. And here you can see the template. Just finish it. Okay. So here is the project icon. We have to just the wrong project. So one second. So the project explorer. That is the okay. So we have to close that the previously open project first project. And then here is the project, the file which is gonna build. Then we have packages that form.amazon.ecom. Here is the our Spring Boot applications. And here is also there is all the dependencies added as a jar file. And this dependency is added because of this form.xml, right? So when you want to add a dependency, you just mention here and in the dependency section you just mention here and all the dependencies will be added. Let's say we have to add Spring Dev Tools. So for that we have to let's say go to the Indian repository. You can go that Indian repository and then Mobile repository. And you can say that and we have to add Spring Dev Tools. Okay. So here is the Spring Dev Tools and we're gonna add it and we're gonna add the latest version of the July 18. So here is the we are using the Marble build tool, so we're gonna paste this code to our form.xml file, right? So in the dependency section, we're gonna paste it here and let's add some indentation space 60. And here it is says that the version duplicating the version. So we can just remove it. Okay, because we have also already mentioned this verse Spring Framework version, so it is completing in between that. Okay, then click on save. Here, all the dependencies are added to the projects, to the other jar files. You can see Spring DevTools also. Yes, here is the jar file added. Better. So for building an application, so you have to build many applications, right? Many features on this. So in a tech team, there are let's say 3 to 5 developers, Java developers. They need to have this code. So how are you gonna share it? Or you gonna share it with the Git using GitHub or many cloud provider repositories like Bitbucket and so on. So For this video, I'm signing up right now. In the next session, we'll learn about Bitbucket or how to put this code in a cloud repo. So thank you all.